Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's reading, we will be getting messages from the Fae. The three options for this pick a card reading are number 35, The Blessing of Belief, number 24, A Blessing of the Wild Within, and number 2, A Blessing of the Unseelie. I am going to begin now with option 1. Hello, option 1. You chose A Blessing of Belief. The other cards here so far are the Hedge Witch, Herb Wisdom, Secrets, Hidden Lore, number 32, Fairy Godmother, Revelation, Discovery, Epiphany, and the Fairy Godmother, which I really wish I had filmed pulling the cards because that is so funny. Now, when I tried to pull out the first card, the Blessing of Belief, it wanted to stay stuck to the other cards. So that makes me think that whoever you are, you have trouble with faith and in believing in fae or otherworldly things, or maybe you don't think the universe is working in your favor, looking out for you. And I think that's why this card has come to you today. To let you know that you are being watched over, that you are a powerful being with this Hedge Witch card, and that there are those in the spirit world and in the fae world that are watching out for you. I believe that you are more powerful than you know, and far more loved and cared for than you know. Now the other cards here, we got the Earthworm, Whale, Tarantula, Dragonfly, Asparagus Dragon, Consistent, and Strawberry Dragon, Celebration. And this grouping of cards makes me think that with this Earthworm card, that a lot of your talents and power and things lay below the surface, unseen. And because of that, you may not even be aware of what all you're capable of. And you see yourself as a lowly little worm at times. But at the spiritual level, you're a whale. You are quite powerful. And navigating the depths is one of your superpowers. But yet you see yourself as lowly. And you need to be more confident and believe in yourself and what you can do a lot more. And with this tarantula card, it makes me feel like you're trying to be scary, trying to put on a front, when actually you're not scary in terms of being mean, but you are scary powerful when you are in your full glory. And the dragonfly, one of the things it talks about is transformation. But the dragonfly is a predator, unlike the butterfly, which just feeds from nectar. you have the potential to be a force to be reckoned with. If you are willing to be consistent in transforming yourself and coming into your power and being more confident. And one of the things you need to do is to celebrate yourself. Try to be happy in the moment and try and see how much power you have in this present moment and the potential that you have to become something more powerful, more abundant, and more wonderful. The Fae can see exactly how wonderful and how wild and how powerful and how beautiful you can become if you choose to become that. You just have to believe. And that is all for option 1. I'm going to move on now to option 2. Hello, option 2. You chose number 24, A Blessing of the Wild Within. The other cards in the first row are number 1, Cunning Woman, Silent, Observant, Wily. Number 44, Other World, Veil, Illness, Transition. Number 56, Luminous Doom. And number 21, The Fairy Who Was Kissed by the Pixies. And what I'm seeing here is a message about someone who has been heartbroken, someone who has been taught to hide who they really are. And the Fae would like you to change that mindset of having to hide, conceal who you are. And I want to speak more about Luminous Doom, who is a fairy who sees the things that we say to ourselves and about ourselves. This sees the self-pity and the self-sabotage and tries to help people to get through that to the other side. And in The Fairy Who Was Kissed by Pixies, the central figure is Queen Morna, and she is a fairy who represents love in all its forms. Including self-love as well as the love for others. In an attempt to make yourself more tame and more palatable for the people around you, you have closed yourself off, it would seem. which stops both the flow of love outward and inward. And you have likely internalized some very negative opinions from others that have no place in your world. With illness and transition in this other world card, it makes me think that you need to heal and transition into a better space within yourself so that you can be who you really are and accept and love, accept who you are, and connect with people in an authentic way. Okay, the rest of the cards here are Turtle, Golden Egg, Gazelle, Deer, Celery Dragon with Renewal, and Broccoli Dragon with Place. Now, from this Turtle card, the Golden Egg, the Gazelle, the Deer, it makes me think that you've become so guarded that it's though you're carrying and wearing armor everywhere you go. And very vigilant about the next hostility, the next attack that could come from someone, or are so vigilant and worried about making a mistake because of the way you will attack yourself. And this golden egg is about your inner voice. And it looks as though you're so focused on everyone and everything else around you that you're not able to really listen to yourself, at least not at a deep level. And with the Celery Dragon, Renewal, and Broccoli Dragon, Place, it's making me think that you need to strive to bring about a renewal by making your inner world a safe place again. And by seeking out things in your environment that are safe and creating safe spaces for yourself in your external world also. Whether that's with friends or by yourself, maybe just a quiet place where you can meditate. But you need to find ways to just be. Just be the original, natural person that you are. Without pretenses. Without all these restrictions and all this fear of making a mistake and beating yourself up as soon as you do. And blocking yourself off from the people who would love you if you would let them. You are worthy of your own love and of your own acceptance. and you are worthy of acceptance and love from others. But you won't be able to have either one if you do not do something about the negative mindset that is plaguing you. So take care of yourselves and be kind to yourselves. All right, that's it for this one. I'm going to move on now to option 3. Hello, option 3. You chose number 2, a blessing of the unseelie. The other cards in the first row are number 12, Frigga, readiness, bounty, plenty. Number 7, the Green Witch, fresh new spring. And number 9, the Singer of Initiation. It seems to me that you have reached a place where you're relatively abundant. And now you have the foundation from which you can now invest in yourself and move in a new direction. The Green Witch is about starting new things and being a beginner at things. And so I think the Fae are encouraging you to learn new things and move in a new direction of your own choosing. One that might not necessarily seem very smart or very normal to other people. This is about doing your own thing and not being afraid to be the beginner and make mistakes and set out on a new adventure or get going with a new endeavor. Okay, the rest of the cards are Lizard, Horse, Butterfly, Dragonfly, and Owl. Oh, and Banana Dragon, Gather, and Gooseberry Dragon, Stealth. And the first thing that comes to me is that you have gone through some kind of transformation from looking at this butterfly and dragonfly. You've become a new and better version of self. And with the owl, I think a wiser version. And with this horse, I'm thinking you got a new idea in mind and you want to pursue it. And the Fae are saying, go for it. Now, with the banana dragon, Gather, what I think that means is that you need to gather information, educate yourself, and gather your resources together and see what all you've got to work with. And with the gooseberry dragon, with stealth, I think you need to keep a lot of the information about what you're doing to yourself, or only tell the people that you trust the most. There may be people who may have other plans for your abundance and things that they would like you to do for them, and you need to be focusing more on investing in yourself and in your future. And I feel like I'm supposed to stop there. So, yeah, that's the end of this reading, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye for now.